sounds harmless, even helpful. Just walk more. It's probably the most common advice given to women over 50 trying to lose weight, get healthier, or feel better in their bodies. It's simple, accessible, low risk. And because of that, it's rarely questioned. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Advice doesn't become popular just because it's effective. It becomes popular because it's easy to sell. Walking is great. It improves cardiovascular health. It supports mental well-being. It helps with daily movement. No argument there. But when it becomes the primary, or worse, the only strategy for women in midlife, something important gets left out. Strength. And that omission has consequences. Because after 40, muscle doesn't just stay the same, it declines if you don't actively maintain it. That muscle isn't just about appearance, it drives metabolism, it supports joints, it protects bones. It's one of the strongest predictors of long-term health and independence. Walking doesn't build it in any meaningful way, but telling someone to lift weights is harder. It requires learning, it requires effort, it challenges identity. Many women have spent decades being told to stay small, avoid getting bulky, and stick to safe forms of exercise. So when they're told to just walk more, it feels comfortable, familiar, and comfort sells. It's also scalable. Apps, step counters, walking challenges, community groups, all built around a message that keeps the barrier to entry low and participation high. The more people who can do it, the easier it is to market. But effectiveness isn't the same as accessibility, because what happens when walking alone doesn't change body composition? When strength continues to decline? When metabolism slows further? The answer isn't usually add strength training, it's often walk more, or track more, or try this new variation. And that keeps the cycle going. More effort, same strategy, limited results. There's also a psychological layer. Walking feels productive. You're moving, you're doing something. You can track it, you can measure steps. That sense of activity creates the illusion of progress, even when the underlying issue isn't being addressed. And again, that's not accidental, because if the solution stays incomplete, there's always room for another product, another program, another piece of advice. But here's what changes everything. When a woman starts strength training, real strength training, her entire physiology begins to shift. Muscle increases. Metabolism becomes more resilient. Bone density improves. Confidence rises. Not because of motivation, but because of capability. That kind of change reduces dependency. And dependency is what much of the fitness and wellness industry quietly relies on. If you need constant guidance, constant tracking, constant adjustment, you stay engaged as a customer. But if you learn how to train, how to progress, how to listen to your body, you don't need as much. So the messaging stays safe. Keep it simple, keep it easy, keep it comfortable, just walk more. The problem isn't that walking is bad, the problem is that it's incomplete, and it's often presented as enough. For a 25-year-old with high muscle mass and a fast metabolism, maybe it moves the needle. But for a 55-year-old navigating hormonal shifts and natural muscle decline, it's not solving the core problem. It's managing the surface. And when surface-level solutions are repeated long enough, they start to feel like truth. But the body doesn't respond to trends. It responds to stimulus. And muscle requires a specific stimulus, resistance. That doesn't mean extreme workouts. It doesn't mean spending hours in a gym. It means gradually challenging the body in a way that forces it to adapt, to grow stronger, to maintain what would otherwise be lost. That's not complicated, but it does require intention. So here's the shift. Keep walking. It's valuable, but stop treating it like the main solution. Add strength training. Learn the basics. Focus on getting stronger over time. Support that training with enough nutrition and recovery, and give it enough time to work, because the goal isn't just to move more, it's to become stronger. And those are not the same thing. The reason just walk more persists isn't because it's the best advice, it's because it's the easiest advice to give, and the easiest advice to sell. But easy doesn't always lead to effective. And if you're willing to step outside that narrative, you start to see what's been missing. Not another step target. Strength.